Welcome to the Salt Circle Podcast. My name is Hank. With me, he's got a topic for us today. It's Ben.
I thought maybe you'd have the balls to say that I'm horny for characters or something. Alas.
Nope.
That's like the topic. It's kind of off the cuff. It's a bit of a clickbaity topic. I don't even know if that'll be the episode title. But I was thinking to myself about the difference between I just caught up on the manga. That guy she was into turned out to be a girl. And it's really good at not being like any amount of fan service. I mean, yeah, sure, like you like I'm sure people will have a crush on the girl or whatever, right? Like it's unavoidable, but like there's no fan service, classic fan service in it. But like it's not designed to make you the reader horny, but holy fuck are these two characters just absolutely like you can't leave them alone in a room, man. Like there's no way. And I was just thinking about like the difference in those two things and how like one is like characters just being horny for each other or a character being horny for another character. I'm kind of using horny to also mean just like actually into a character, not just literally like looking for a ride or whatever.
Not Megan A.
Yeah. Not like not cursed fucked up shit, not like one night stand type horny. Like I'm talking
Not peeping on girls in the fucking bathhouse.
yeah, I'm talking about the way Lum feels for Ataru, not the way that Ataru feels for any woman with a pulse. Because it's just like it's good, and like I think it's such a fun dynamic. When it's like the thing I think about when I think of a character being horny for another character is fucking Godai like running into poles. Like Godai from my son Ikoku just out here thinking about marrying Kyoko, the manager, and getting so lost in his fucking nerd ass family man fantasy that he walks into a fucking telephone pole. It's peak. Like that's the kind of horny that is just so good to watch, and it just I don't know, man. And we've done a lot of stuff like that definitely is a result of like all the stuff we've done either for the podcast or like indirectly from it, right? Because that's not that it's not like it's a non-existent dynamic in other things. Like I've seen my fair share of movies, right? There's characters that are like horny for each other, but a lot of the times it's not in a very interesting way, or it's like if it's a chick flick, it's like a little bit too cliche or something, in a sense, or it's like mixing with tropes that I don't like or whatever. And it turns out that a lot of the shit that's really good and involves horny characters, they're done well. And then it's like, go figure. And it's enjoyable to watch.
Yeah,
it's
it's my classic. I like the thing when it's good.
Yeah, I like good.
When the thing's bad, I don't like it.
I like
when
good.
it's good.
Look, man, I'm fucking guilty. I like good slop. I just like it because it's good.
That's it. That's the only reason.
Yeah. And it's just, I mean, with anime and I guess by extension manga in particular, it's just an interesting thing because one of my early I don't know, talking points. Talking sounds too mature and sensible. One of my misgivings with anime early on was that it's all like there's just fan service. Like just dog shit. It's just garbage fan service. Now, part of this is because before watching Death Note and then slowly going down the path of anime, my only handful of experiences, like I remember seeing a bit of like Gurren Lagann. And like, yeah, that's
sure.
if you're kind of not into stuff, like that's a fucking anime. There's like is just yelling tits and explosions for a little bit there. Maybe there's more to it. I never finished because I was like, this is dumb. But like,
Yeah, I never got into that one.
I had nothing against it. I just, I was a little fucking shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's by the Promare Kill la Kill guy, so theoretically there's something there. I'm sure it gets very silly.
Yeah, going for, or like, that's so fucking funny. I was so mad at Gurren Lagann back in the day, and then I watched Promare, and I'm like, holy fuck. See, and that's that character, like, that dude's also horny for firefighting. That's also very important.
Yeah. Goku is horny for fighting.
Yeah.
Strong guys.
Yeah, man.
Not really his wife, but she's okay.
Oh. See, that's also, I mean, that's why Dragon Ball also hurts so damn bad.
Uh-huh.
Because even the shit like in the tournament where Chi-Chi is like in the fucking tournament, right? And she's telling Goku off and stuff when she like reveals who she, like, that's fucking great. Like, yeah, dumbass, you said you were gonna marry me.
Chi-Chi. Peak Chi-Chi.
Oh, easily. Yeah. But oh well. We got a glimpse at least.
Uh-huh.
And we had the good filler, They gave us that.
Videl Havens.
Videl is also
great.
I mean, that's such a good example of that's the kind of being into each other that I fucking like, where it's, I forget the exact exchange, but when she says something, or he says something about cutting her hair short, and he says something, or she says like, do you like girls with short hair or whatever, and he said something about like being cute or whatever, and she gets like fucking pissed at him, but then the next day she shows up with short hair. Like, oh, that's what I'm talking about.
No, he's only thinking about it in terms of practicality.
Well, initially, yeah, but didn't
Really?
she ask like if he thinks they're cuter? I think he says like to put her, like, cut her hair or whatever, and then I think she asks if like that's his preference. But then the point is she shows up with the short hair, and it's like, oh,
she does show up with the short
she's
hair.
also down bad. You love to see it, man. It's just good.
It's just good. It's just very well done.
And I mean, Dragon Ball's like I guess the reason why the other reason why it's kind of unfortunate the way that many of the women characters have gone is because we get to spend so much fucking time with them after the fact. Like, I've seen people joking about how for romance anime and manga you're not allowed to have, they get together and then it ends. Your last episode is like the kiss or them like going to the sunset or some shit. As soon as they get together, it's over. Fucking lights out. You can't continue. Does everybody want to see it? Yes, they want the continuation. Everybody wants to see the happy couple doing relationship stuff, but that's not allowed. No. Cut it. So that was like reading this manga. That guy she was into turned out to be a girl. Like, time progresses as they're in the relationship, and like they build up and go through school and stuff, and then it's post school, and they're like there's not really a point where they're doing like will they won't they shit. It's just like immediately like, no, they're way too horny for each other. We can't slow this shit down. It can't be stopped. Which is great. I also really enjoy. I want to see like people in a relationship, like, rather than working against the will they won't they elements of a relationship, it's like figuring out the nuances of being in a relationship. That's interesting. And in Dragon Ball, like, I mean, the hangout time is also important, obviously. And that's what Dragon Ball has a lot of. Unfortunately, it's, so I hear, partially Chi-Chi like whipping her son. Or it's the tutor. It's the tutor. But she hired the person.
Yeah, Chi-Chi is not okay with the whipping once she finds out, but
okay.
she does hire a tutor who whips Gohan.
I didn't know she wasn't okay with it. I thought she was just get him in shape. All right.
She does it.
That's good. That's something.
Not to spoil the episode, but
I mean,
I think I did put that one on the list.
Yeah.
That's the episode where Frieza shows back up on Earth in the original Z. It's first, it's Gohan getting whipped, and then Frieza's back.
That's insane work.
So I was debating whether it goes on the list, because technically, there's plot happening.
Yeah.
But you gotta see
No, like, I'm down for
that fucking guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like down for like there's such a wide amount of things that I missed,
Yeah. There's stuff I missed. There's stuff in there that of particularly the early stuff that because it was cut out for the heavily edited version that aired on American TV that I don't think I'd ever watched.
Gotcha.
There are some moments where I'm like, I never saw this. Holy shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
They did not put this on TV. Holy shit.
Those are in the list. At least some of it.
Because I've already watched the Saiyan Saga stuff, the first section.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just all in on Batman right now.
Yeah.
As you do.
We'll do it at once we're done with Batman.
Yeah. I could mix, but I'm just when I'm in a not even a mood, because I do also want to do it, but I don't want to. Like, when you have multiple loves, you have to dedicate some time to each of them.
Yeah. It's I also want to do some movie night stuff, but I want to do Batman and Dragon Ball first.
Yeah.
And then maybe we get to movie stuff with the time we have left.
Yeah, man.
There's this part of me that wants to do a TMNT movie night because I'm so TMNT pilled with this fucking Ninja Turtles magic set. But I'm like, I don't want to stop S tier stuff for just stuff I like. I don't know.
Yeah.
That then may not hit. Will be like a step down because it's competing with the best stuff. Even though I like those movies.
Yeah, no hate to the Turtles. I just don't feel like there's any way it hits the same for me as Batman and Dragon Ball. That the original comic did though.
There is Batman and the Ninja Turtles.
Ooh,
there's that movie.
Oh, okay.
And comic, which has the meme in it.
Yeah, does Raphael?
The movie doesn't have the meme. They didn't put the meme in the movie.
I know it's
the biggest mistake.
I know it's a fucking edit, but this is Raphael. This is where my parents died. Raphael, Cowabummer, it fucking gets me every time, man. I want it to be. It's real in my heart.
The thing is, it's already fucking hilarious without the Cowabummer.
But Cowabummer is so good.
But the fact that this is where my parents died, Raphael, is a real thing in a published comic book is unreal. Cowabunga is funny. I prefer the one where he's doing it to Parappa, and then Parappa does the Parappa rap repeat of it. That's my favorite edit. If you're gonna edit it,
hell yeah! Oh, that's good shit.
This is where your parents died.
Man, this will probably come up a little bit again when we eventually do my anime tier list. But we had a topic previously, and I thought to myself, immediately before we started, I had a thought, and I'm like, I need to mention this. And I never did mention it. But speaking of Dragon Ball Z, and I'm thinking about the topic with swords, What a fucking blue ball, man. Do you know how disappointed I was at the Z sword shit? Do you know how fucking hyped I was? And then immediately, I knew that the sword was probably going to be like a one-off, right? I'm like, they'll use it and it will like work, but it'll break or some shit. Because like I know they don't have swords generally. Like there's not a person always with a sword. Trunks has a sword,
Yeah,
but
Trunks
like
has a sword.
but like I know they're not Gohan and Goku.
Gohan had a sword.
But like the Z sword, it was there. I was so heartbroken, man. I was so
The Z sword is one of those things. When people say the Buu saga sucks, the Z sword stuff is one of the big things people cite.
Do you know how
Is all the Gohan, along with like all the Gohan build up in that section of him getting how many episodes they spend on him being powered up too,
yeah.
and then he just he's like the strongest guy for like 10 minutes.
Well, see, I don't care about Gohan. He's whatever. He needs to stay step down.
Look, I'm just telling you, we're getting good Gohan stuff with Gohan having a sword.
Okay.
Up
If
front.
it's not if I don't look, I have expectations, okay? So your job is on the line.
He does one amazing thing with a sword.
It better be amazing. I'm gonna fucking write this down. And that was actually this is a good kind of segue back to the topic a little bit, but also still with swords. When I think about horny characters and kind of the vibe that because like we also just did a bit of Sailor Moon, and there's like it's like again I'm just using horny as like a funny catch-all, but like that's Usagi is like down fucking bad for what's his name, Mamoru, sure. Imagine me remembering it. And like that shit really hits for me because of the style, right? When I think of a horny pairing, kind of in that same vein, I think about Utena like a lot, like a lot. Even though that's like a drastically different thing, but that's also a fun one because like the scenes with the guys on the car is just something else. It's just a weird, I don't know how to describe, because like they're not exactly horny for each other, but like, and I the viewer am not necessarily I'm not supposed to be enticed by them necessarily, but like, is there sexual tension in here, or is it just me, you know?
This guy shirtless riding the head of a car, blowing into the wind.
Yeah, don't forget how he's throwing his head back.
Oh, there's nothing. No, I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing horny in Utena.
Yeah, man. It's just like, it's such a wildly, I think out of everything we've done that more than anything else is just such a completely different vibe than like anything. And it just like there were so many for having seen it once, there are so many elements of that anime that just sit in different spots in my brain. It has the sword stuff. It has the fucking banging track when she's going up the stairs. It has the fucking is it in the intro, or were there multiple intros? Oh, you know what?
There's only one intro.
There's only one intro. Hang on. I think the graphic I'm thinking of is actually from Rosa Versailles. Did Rosa Versailles do like the kind of, or was it Utena that did like the body made of like vines or branches?
That's Rosa Versailles.
Yeah. But it's Utena as shit in my mind. It lives in the same space.
Well, yeah, Utena is very influenced by Rosa Versailles for sure.
Yeah. But like that stuff, the fucking this was thinking of Evangelion, like having that under my belt now. Utena was kind of an important thing to do before that, because that really, probably before this I had the feeling, but the fact that like there's some shit in here that's just existing. Like I'm like with the stopwatch, right? That's never explained. We have theories at best, and it's just there, and it just gets to sit, and you don't have answers.
Yep.
That like combined with everything else, the vibe of that was absolutely huge. And that like paved the way for Evangelion, where like I finished up the show and I'm like, I kind of thought I would want more answers, but I actually don't, because I was just sort of I'm just sort of chilling. That was kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I desperately
I mean, it works the other way. Evangelion paved the way for Utena, but Utena is just better.
Oh, okay.
But
But like for me,
like there are theories that
for me, you know, my watch order was
yeah,
got me on board.
Yeah.
Got me a taste. There were theories that what?
Like that Ikuhara, the guy who created Utena, that Karo, who shows up at the end of Evangelion, was like based on him because him and Anno were friends.
Hell yeah. That's cool. I mean, it's a, you know, interesting little thing. Man.
Yeah, because like, yeah, it's just like Evangelion paved the way for its successful anime to be a little weirder.
Sure.
Or whatever.
Yeah. I can see that. See, and that's bad horny.
It's true.
It's cursed horny in every measure.
Yeah. So when you say horny character, the thing I think about, the first thing that comes to my head is
Hit me.
My Adventures with Superman.
Oh, that's a good one.
Looking at the back.
That's it, dude. The back is. I was gonna fucking say the back shot was huge. You can't be saying shit like that.
It's not about the ass.
You can't be saying back shots like that. No, but that's a crazy one. That's like a fucking perfect example of just like. Also, I love it when that's also a good example of when the characters are like so horny that they're just fucking stupid. They're just stupid for each other. Like, it's pretty. Like, these dummies are just. Come on, guys. I don't. When someone being suave is nice, but what if we're awkward around each other? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, that's an all timer for sure. Whoever was like, no, the back. That's the sexiest part. They were cooking.
Very true.
And there's an interesting overlap with like enemies to lovers, which I've very much come around on, as I've mentioned. It's good as it happens. I feel like there's stuff that the stuff that I watch, like I think of She-Ra, right? The modern She-Ra, and I think of Owl House, where they both have enemies to lovers. I think but She-Ra doesn't. It's not that it like doesn't. It's not that it comes out of nowhere, but like for a certain chunk of the show, you don't have like horny vibes. Consistently. There are huge fucking moments where you're like, Jesus Christ, you two, come on now, what are we doing? But
yeah. I mean, I was like instantly frustrated with that show that they weren't like just together all the time. Like, it was too obvious to me at the start. I kind of couldn't deal with the show.
They needed, I think, in order to make it, if they wanted to keep the sides separate for them, I think they needed to give it like a Batman Catwoman dynamic. Like they really needed to have them be in just fucking like, I want you so bad, please join my side. They needed to ramp that up more, because there's times where it's like very dramatic. It feels like it's leaning more on like the stuff that's like making me, the viewer, like sad instead of wanting them to be together. I don't know.
And I also think like their actual dynamic was so fucking good, and there wasn't another character dynamic in the show that was anywhere close to that good, in my opinion. Like, if there was some other character dynamic that I was seeing every week that like I liked anywhere close to as much, I would have had a better time.
Yeah, the only other,
but that one was so good instantly, and then they took it away.
There was
God damn it.
There was easily no other dynamic that good. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Because, like, we get... No. There's... I mean, not only is there not one that's even close to that good, but, like, we also just get, like, one of the most cursed character dynamics I've ever fucking seen in my life that should be, like, offensive to some people. Like, it's...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's... I forget her name. The one that's like science-y. The princess that's science-y. Just like basically joining the bad side so she can do science, but like doesn't really give a shit about anything, except she's not presented as like a bad character per se. So it sits in a fucking weird space of like I don't know. They're trying to keep her good, but also she's like helping a fucking terrorist or whatever. Genocidal maniac. So that's like... That one was annoying. You know what? There was another character that... There was a good character dynamic. There was another character, the buff strong lady. Scorpia or whoever. Her shit was all good. Because she's like a big softie or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't good enough immediately for me to stick with the
it
show.
Definitely is not good. Like, that show is a bit of a slow roll. And even when it gets up, it's just not like, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm like very happy it gets to the right place eventually, but I needed it to get there like immediately. I needed to just be there. It turned out.
Well, it's also kind of a Witch from Mercury case where you have the stuff in the show and it's pretty good, and then the fan art just goes fucking insane.
Sure.
What if we just went nuts on this? Also, it doesn't help that one of the people in this dynamic can turn into like a 7-foot tall buff woman. People just going insane. What if they were having an argument? My favorite one is, what if we were... It was a safe for work. It was safe for work. But it was like them having like a little spat, right? Or something. And fucking... I forget what Catra says, but it's like one of the like... You know, there's like just those phrases that are fucking sexually charged, right? Like, prove it, make me something. And she like says one of those, and the next panel is like Adora transformed into She-Ra, and she like has her fucking arm against the wall on both sides of Catra. And just like, you know, blushing the whole nine. I'm like, yeah, this is how we transform in a marriage. It's crazy work. Crazy work being able to turn 7 feet tall. Or however fucking tall she is. It's just so...
You're probably like 5 foot tall. Like Makoto and Sailor Moon.
Oh,
she's
God.
so tall.
I dropped that fact on Anya not horribly long ago, and she was like dying because she had never really thought about it. So like she was like, yeah, she's the tall one or whatever. And then she's like, oh, I'm like several inches taller than her or whatever. Like, not even really close. It's so good.
It's very funny.
I had an
I have an example is bereft
yeah
of horny characters.
yeah.
Our characters get together entirely off screen, basically, which is Legend of Korra.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah.
Frustrating one.
And like, because that's a whole like that was an early thing, right? So it was like that was paving the way or whatever, is what I hear a lot.
I guess. I mean, that's like the excuse you can say, but like,
It's yeah, that one's
it's also just annoying when you watch the show.
They needed a fucking another one more season.
Like if I'm complaining
a
about
movie.
She-Ra, I'm complaining about this. Yeah. I mean, they made comics about it afterward that take place afterwards.
That's not the same. Don't give me that extended universe shit.
But it's more of like just the experience of watching a season of a show where this like the central romance is like they're unable to show it on screen. Like it's all happening off panel. You know it's there,
Yeah.
but you don't get to see any of it.
Yeah, you mean
It's just fucking weird.
wild to think
It's a thing to watch.
wild to think that I, as the viewer, wanted on-screen payoff for them being in a car together and agreeing that men are fucking awful and then looking into each other's eyes. Crazy that I might want follow-up on that. Dude, you know what? There are probably people who watch that fucking scene and then when like the end of the show happened, were like, it felt forced. I just didn't see it. They were just like good friends or whatever. And it's like the Venn diagram of those people and the people who watched Our Flag Means Death and saw him say, "You wear fine things well under the moonlight, looking into his eyes by the sea," were like, they were good friends though. Why did this come out of nowhere? That Venn diagram is a circle.
There are people who watch Utena and don't think it's gay.
What the fuck are you watching? What lens are you watching? Like, what the hoops that you gotta jump through? It's insane.
Yeah, I don't know. But apparently these people exist.
Or even She-Ra, like, it came out of nowhere. They were friends. Like, bro, we had like a full 2-parter on them like going through their mental hellscape together and talking about how they've always been there for each other and how they're gonna be there for each other in spite of things. Like, what?
Yeah.
That shit's wild. No, Cora, that's a good example. Definitely could have used just a little more follow up.
Most people are probably just watching just consuming Naruto and no fan fiction or fan reaction about Naruto.
It's me.
Yeah, that's just how people relate to each other. That's just what friends do.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's it. Naruto
Shit that's just like doesn't understand it itself how gay it is.
Yeah.
That also is a phenomenon. So sometimes the creator doesn't understand what they made. Or maybe they do and is just like leaning into it. Sometimes they do know. They're just baiting.
Yeah.
That also happens.
I'm trying to think if there's like anything.
But usually it's because I feel like it happens a lot with male characters because the writer is so fucking terrible at writing women. Just like can't. Like that's why that phenomenon happens a lot of the time. It's just like you're so bad at writing characters like relating to women that
Yeah.
all your emotional moments happen between your male characters.
They're just dudes telling each other how they feel.
They're just bros. Exactly. They just need to punch each other until their arms explode.
God. I just can't get over it. Now I'm thinking about that scene in Our Flag Means Death. It's so fun. What a fucking good, next time I see that someday when I rewatch him, man, I wish bros could just like be like this more often, you know, just friends telling each other how they feel, paying each other compliments.
You wear fine things well.
That's like a
all-timer line.
Dude, that scene is in my head rent free. That was such a crazy, like, they were laying down these vibes, and then that like fucking cements it for anybody who has a brain and is watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
There's one I think of that's I think for a lot of people it will be a deep cut, but I think it's kind of an earlier film that had a gay romance in it. Not like super early, but like we were kind of bereft of options for a while there, you know. I think it was 2004. It was called Project Diva, like as an acronym. It was like an organization kind of spy thing. And it's enemies to lovers, and it's really fucking like campy and kind of schlocky. It's like a B movie or whatever, but they're, you know, the all girl spy team whatever is like on a mission, and I think they've only ever heard about this, the leader of this organization, like this terrorist cell, or not a terrorist cell, but like, you know, the big supervillain agency or something, and they go to infiltrate her base or whatever, and the main protagonist like meets her, and it's like an immediate like, oh no, she's hot. It's just them like both willing to betray their side because the other one is just smoking. It's pretty fucking good. Not a great movie by any means, but it's just that right level of like heart and them being so immediately into each other that they can't fucking stand their life after that moment. So that was good. That was a fun watch. Yeah. And that's also like a little bit horny for the viewer. On for the viewer's benefit as well, but like meh. Not in a way that's completely insurmountable, I suppose is the word I wanted. It's just so good. And it's nice when it's not something that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's just, you know, you depict characters like they're fucking humans. It's good. And maybe you could turn it up a little and exaggerate it.
I mean, or just even
like being hungry. It's just like being hungry.
Like being hungry.
Kind of
I mean, it is kind of being hungry in a way.
A different kind of hunger than food, though. But it is important to sustain your mental well-being. Sometimes,
yeah.
For most people, I know some people just never get horny. But.
Yeah, you know, more power to them. That must really like what a trying some. There's so many fucking horny things out there. Kind of a if you're just not if you don't connect with that at all. I can see some people just having a fucking awful time with so much media. and I'd feel bad because like there's shit that I'd write, like any of the like coming of age stuff. There's so much stuff involving school that I'm just like, yeah, this is a complete fucking whiff. I don't feel like watching this was kind of mid. Now imagine if that was related to like sex. Sheesh. It's a rough one. That comes up a lot. Sex comes up a lot in media.
It does.
That's why the hangout time is important. Most people, I assume there's an even smaller overlap of people who wouldn't connect with the sex or horny elements, but then also wouldn't connect with someone like double fisting an ice cream cone or something. Like,
yeah, I don't know how you're watching media
if you don't get either of
if
those.
You don't
things.
like characters. You don't want to see characters doing things.
Are you suggesting that the only two actions a character can take is eating or fucking?
Fighting.
Okay,
punching.
yeah, 3. Okay,
Punching
the triangle of character action.
Yeah, there's also talking, but
No, that's eating. That's under the eating. That's like your
Okay.
three. Your 3. It's like the hierarchy, right? Like your main genres of character action are fucking, fighting, and eating. Talking is under eating.
uh-huh.
Well, think about it. Imagine characters talking. Are they in a diner, a cafe? Is there coffee? I think for me, when I think of like hangout time, I think of people being at like a cafe or getting food or something. But that's because specifically when I think about it, I think like the first time that we really talked about it a lot was after Bubblegum Crisis. And that was like in one of those episodes, they were out like getting food or whatever. And that was a specific point we touched on. So like now when I think about hangout time, that's like a core scene. So for me,
Sure.
a huge part of hangout time is we're getting food. That's what you do.
It's a thing people do fucking every day.
Yeah. Sometimes
Maybe not like going out to eat. Maybe you're whiffing down the thing that's in the fridge or whatever. But eating, that's an everyday thing.
yeah, man.
And it's not every episode of television that you get it or whatever.
Unfortunately. Man, there was I actually got an overlap of horny and food. The Robin McKinley novel Sunshine. Holy shit. She was cooking up something for that book. It's like vampire romance, but also the main character loves baking and has worked at a bakery. The amount of fucking baking analogies that she makes, it's more than half the book. Honest to God, it's just an insane amount of like comparing things to baking bread or muffins or like eating pastry. Like it's just nonstop. And then like later she has something about the line like smashed her cunt or something. Like just an insane turnaround because like this girl is just super into the vampire, and it's not like problematic in some of the ways that Twilight is, right? Like it's a good book, I would say, but just like all these bread analogies and then that shit, just a completely, I mean, it hits, it makes you perk up.
Yeah.
So much baking.
It just makes me think of bread analogies and horniness. Just makes me think in Thucydides, just the classic history of Greek stuff.
If you say so.
He
Sure.
he uses the metaphor a warm bun in a cold oven to talk about necrophilia.
Jesus. A warm bun and a
That
cold
one stuck
oven.
with me.
That's insane work.
Yup.
Man, they were... Dang.
It's fucked up.
That's a
Yeah, now you know that. Now that's in your brain. Well, you're welcome.
I mean, it's just making me think of like other related things. There was a bit on, what was the name of the pod? Mega 64, I think. Their podcast. There was someone, they had a thing briefly where like people animated it. Parts of it, clips.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was a dude talking. They were like talking about necrophilia basically, and the dude was like, if I see a body on the ground and that body's hot, it's like game on. And it's like, just everybody fucking giving him shit. He's fucking riling him up or whatever, and it's a funny bit. But like it also got me thinking of the classic Southern Gothic story, Rose for Emily. Are you aware of it?
No.
I'm
I'll just
probably getting some details wrong. I hope I didn't get the title wrong. I'm pretty sure it's A Rose for Emily. It's about this old woman whose husband is dead, and she just like keeps him in the bed. And it's an older story, so it's not like explicit, but it is heavily implied that the bed was getting some use as well. I
got you.
It was a good story. I mean, that was a high school read out of everything. Like for class, I wasn't just reading this shit randomly. But it was a good pick though.
Okay.
It was one of those things where like cuz we had your fucking, I mean, in my case, because I'm in bumfuck Wisconsin, it was like probably a third or more of the class like just didn't give a shit about nearly anything we read, and that was one of the few. Like, it's such a fucked up thing that everyone was laughing about it, but then they also like retained it, right? So like the class discussions were actually good.
Yeah, it's salacious.
Yeah. Or like anything
teenagers love that shit.
Anything Jonathan Swift was
sure. A
Modest Proposal did numbers.
Yeah.
I think the only
gets you chatting.
Yeah, dude. The only thing I can think of that people, honest to God, like, because they still have to read like a little bit of the book, right, to like get for the test or something, or at least do spark notes. The only thing that I can think of that was just not salacious, and everybody was like even the people who normally don't give a fuck and don't read anything, like they read the book, it was To Kill a Mockingbird. Like it was actually too strong. Like it just hit for everybody.
Interesting.
Maybe we watched like part of that film. I think we watched Atticus's speech after the trial to Scout, and maybe that, I think like people were more enticed by the whole thing. Anyway, it was nice. As someone who liked reading the stuff generally, except for Huckleberry Finn, that was ass. But it was nice having other people like join a discussion. But then you get to university.
That was my favorite book as a kid. That's my favorite book.
To Kill a Mockingbird or Huck Finn?
Huck Finn.
Mods, we gotta ban this guy. Get him out of here. Really? I don't think I knew this.
No, I've mentioned it on the podcast before, I'm pretty sure.
I wouldn't have forgotten a fact like that. Me? What age? Roughly. Like what age range?
like young kid. I don't
Okay.
know.
Because like when I read it, I was like 17 or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, that's not when I read it.
Yeah.
I think around then I was off it, and then I read it again in college, and then I like it again. It's not my favorite book anymore, but I understand, more what it's doing. Like when I was a kid, I just
Yeah.
liked it.
I feel like I could see myself as a kid liking it. Fuck, man, I want to sail down the river. That sounds dope as hell.
Yeah, there's a series of episodic adventures.
Yeah. Oh, I like the concept.
And I just liked Huckleberry Finn as a character
Sure.
more than Tom Sawyer. One of my favorite parts about that book is at the end, when you meet back up with Tom. Tom is like a fucking nightmare human. Like, Tom is terrible. You're like, yeah, that kid's actually bad.
Yeah. No, my conceptually, I mean, like what the book is doing and like what it's actually about. I like just when I was reading it in high school. The fucking it being written in the dialect was like I could not fucking stand it for the life of me. And I feel like that was like
Yeah, I read it, and my mom read it to me. I think when like too young for that to be an issue ever. I think.
Sure. Yeah, it was one of those things. Like, maybe because I was old enough, like I didn't really have any exposure to it, so I'm like, this is fucking awful. And then you take you take a class where like the entire class, including your oral reports, are all in Middle English, and then you're like, yeah, this is fine. I could probably hang now. I just haven't gone back ever. I don't even know that I've read Tom Sawyer at all. I know, like, you can't escape that big fat cultural osmosis. Like, I know, like, I probably didn't in school, because I know too many details about like him painting, quote unquote, him painting the fence or whatever. So we definitely read a little.
That's like the most memorable thing in that book.
Yeah. And if I would
running a racket.
Yeah. I had like, man, was that in high school? Must have been like right after high school. Like the summer after or something. I had very loose plans as a dumbass. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I'd still kind of maybe want to make loose plans. Me and my cousin were like thinking out the logistics of like rafting down the Mississippi. Probably wouldn't have gone well, but like, I don't know, how far would we get, man? It's fun to think about. We worked it out a little bit. We didn't do it, obviously. We didn't attempt.
People can raft. It is possible. It's a thing you can do.
That's for sure. And like I mean,
I've been kayaking.
Yeah, right. I've been in a kayak. I have experience on watercraft. Surely it can't be like sailing down and like sleeping on the raft. Can't be that different, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be so nice if it worked. It'd be so fucking miserable if it didn't.
Mm-hmm. Every time something went wrong, it would not be fun. But that's with anything.
I mean, it would just,
when it goes wrong,
it would literally just be like I mean, I think the biggest thing was that if the logistics of if something went wrong, because like part of it was like if we end.
But the benefit of doing a thing you've never done before is you don't know all the ways it could go wrong beforehand.
Yeah.
So you're just boundless optimism. Whereas once you know more, then you know all the ways everything could go wrong, and then you're like, I don't want to do that.
See, it wasn't even necessarily the things that could go wrong. It was like, obviously, if shit just goes tits up, then you like you're done, right? Like you just go to the
Yeah.
I'm not
Get on a train and go home.
Yeah, the problem is in America. We were like, okay, if something goes wrong by like this city, we can just fly back. Like we were looking at like plane routes and like where airports were or whatever. But we're like, in this giant fucking stretch, if something goes wrong, we're not gonna have a good time. Like not even just we'd be trapped. Not obviously stuff can go like if something truly fucking horrendous happened, like that's whatever. But if something just kind of bad happened and then you're just like in the middle of fucking nowhere, not even necessarily in danger from anything, just like stranded in a way that's really inconvenient.
Sure.
Maybe someday. Put that on the maybe list.
I don't think it's gonna happen. But
Wow. Dashing my dreams.
yeah, I don't think you're committed enough, and it's a lot of effort.
I mean, I just don't think at this point, like, I don't.
And you have other commitments in your life.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, it'd be such a. Why does my wife have to be such a chi-chi? I know that my kid would be down. She would be thrilled. She would love it. She's not even two. She fucking thinks everything is incredible.
Yeah. Well, she would. Yeah.
Oh, dude, she'd love it. Stuff moving, water, raft. She'd love it too much. She'd go overboard, unsupervised overboard in under 5 seconds, and only 5 seconds because she can't toddle too fast yet.
Yeah. Look, I'm sure there's something about the restriction that would become a problem.
It depends on how long the raft takes to build. Because, like, right now, yeah, but by the time that raft is done, we might be a little bit out of that phase. Also, we'd all be in life jackets. Come on. I'm not just, what am I, a fool?
I don't mean the life daydream. I mean the, like, I don't know, boredom. I don't know.
She wouldn't be bored. We'd play I Spy.
Whatever.
We'd play Time to Catch Fish for dinner.
That's true.
We'd tie an inner tube to the raft and go behind the raft. Even though you're already floating in the water, what if you were floating in a smaller object on top of the water?
But also, I'm just thinking about, like, packing enough diapers kind of stuff. Make sure you're supplied up.
This guy, he's not an innovator. We would just hold her over the edge of the raft, my man. That is a thing, though. Holy shit, diapers there's so many of them. God damn, they're non-stop.
Yeah. Stuff's just going in and out of those babies.
Dude, it's insane. I was browsing stuff and someone had a comment of like, I do not understand how my fussy baby will eat like 3 grapes and then shit like 2 pounds of poop. Like, I just don't understand the mechanics. Or Ani was saying, like, right now she's just eating, like, all the time. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. She's gonna, like, triple in size. That's, like, an insane amount of, like, I don't need to eat that much, but I'm probably not gonna triple in size.
Yeah, hopefully.
She has, like, a lot. Like, her body's gonna go absolutely crazy over the next like 10 years. You need to get the energy.
Accumulate mass.
Yeah, dude. Also, she's working her legs now. Like, it's a full workout. I mean,
That's all energy. That's all energy.
At one point, Anya was like, because the baby basically, I mean, she's walking around now. Like, she doesn't really crawl at all, but she will like just. I mean, so maybe not. She's not walking as much as she would crawl, but like she would just go back and forth. Like she crawls here, crawls there, do stuff like nonstop, just no breaks. Like we're just active, like 24/7 for the period that we're awake. And Anya's like looking at this, and then like after having a kid, you start to like pay a little bit more attention to like other families and kids outside, right? What are they doing? How are they acting? Oh my God, they have the same stroller as us, that sort of shit. And we were watching. There is, I think I mentioned before, we live like a 2-minute walk tops away from a monument, and it's a shitload of stairs, and that's how we go down into the city center. And there are escalators, but next to the escalators there are stairs, and they're all inside. So if it's really hot, you can go in, and your choice of stairs or escalators or whatever. And obviously with the baby in the stroller, we go on fold up the stroller, go on the escalator, and we're standing. And Anya, we come on a walk from watching the baby crawl around like a psycho all day, and then we're watching like 6-year-olds sprint up these stairs. I looked up the official count. It's like 573 steps. There's like 9 escalators on this thing that you have to 9 flights of escalators. Yeah. And these kids are fucking sprinting it. And Anya's like, how do they have that much energy? And I'm like, you're old. We're over 30. What do you mean? How do they have the energy? You could fucking put them on a hamster wheel to power the city. They would think it's great. Just boundless.
Boundless until it's cut off and then they're asleep.
Yeah, no, like it's just an on and off thing, really.
Yeah.
I just thought that was so funny.
They're not mitigating.
Yeah, they're
not pacing themselves.
No limit. No limiters on this shit. Like just trying to steer in a racing game on a keyboard. All or nothing. Good shit though. Oh, yeah. I did find out like one of the things that I'll do either to distract the baby or just to like, playing is I'll like crouch down. And as soon as I like get this look, I do like a little like scowl growl type thing, and I crouch down. And as soon as she sees that look on my face, she like kind of drops what she's doing, and she knows that we're gonna play like Monster or whatever. And I like I crouch walk after. I'm like, I'm going to eat you, and it's the fucking funnest game in the entire world. Sometimes I like, especially when she was crawling, I would like crawl after her. I can't crawl fast, man. Like. Because when I put my knees, like my knees aren't bad in any way. Like I don't have any of those pains yet. But when I put my knees on the floor like that, sometimes they go in a way, and I'm like, if I do this fast, I will actually fuck up my body. I can feel it. Like if I put my knee down wrong, I can feel how it's kind of like going a little. There's a bit of give in a way where I'm like, if this comes down wrong, I'm fucking cooked. It's over.
Mm-hmm. And if you fuck up your knee is fucked up for a while.
Yeah, man.
That lack of recovery time is like the worst part of getting older.
Yeah.
Once you hurt something and you're just like, this is just gonna fucking hurt for a while. Whereas when you're younger, you hurt something, it's like, oh, this sucks. This is the nightmare. It's the worst thing over. But then like you're fine later.
Yeah.
Like.
No, I won't even say it's the recovery time. I mean, I think my recovery time is okay-ish, but there's been one fucking exception to that that's probably a sign of shit to come, right? But the worst part is I have no idea what I did. That's the worst part. Mm-hmm. I like...
Yeah, there you
go. My neck was like hyper fucked for like a week. And well, I mean, it was longer than that actually, but like it was going, it was getting better and better. So like I wasn't too worried. To this day, I have
Yeah.
no idea what I did. I don't think I was sleeping weird. I don't think I wasn't doing anything like super physical where I was using my neck or like straining my shoulders and neck area. But like, I actually couldn't sleep on one side for like for like a week, and then it started getting better. I'm like, all right. And I slept on that side again, re-fucked. And I just like slept on my right side or whatever for like 2 weeks straight, or my back. And then couldn't, like, that whole time tried not to look too hard and to my right. And then it was fine. No idea what I did at all. So that's like terrifying. I understand if I'm doing shit.
Yeah, shit sucks. Yeah. Husks.
Not yet, not me. I'll be chilling.
Husks.
Look,
It'll come for you. It comes
it
for
won't-
everyone.
It won't fucking come for me, man. It's not
Or
gonna happen.
you die young. That's your other
some
option.
some people get the low roll and get both.
It's true. It does.
A bit fucking grim.
Yeah.
I'm just thankful that I have good back muscles. I think I just kind of got genetically lucky on that one, honestly. Because like Anya has the opposite, where her back is like, I mean, she doesn't have problems with it normally, but like carrying the baby around all the time, like not horribly long ago, she was like fucked up for like 2 weeks. Cause like it finally like caught up with her, and it was just 2 weeks. She actually couldn't. I mean, there was a couple of cases where like time was of the essence that the baby had to be picked up like right fucking now. And like, that was like, she could do it, but just made it worse. Me, on the other hand, I've just gotten stronger. Carrying the baby around and shit, like my back and arms my triceps are yoked right now. So that's like, at least one of us is. it'd be really unfortunate if both of us were just getting cooked by this toddler. I don't actually know. I keep saying baby. You probably noticed. I keep like going between baby and kid. I guess technically, technically, like toddler is probably where we're at, because like she's toddling, but also to me, toddler starts at like 2-ish in my head. So we're in that weird like gray area between baby and toddler.
That's just because they both start with T, and toddlin' twos sounds good.
Yeah. Exactly.
Toddlin' one. That's nothing. What is that?
Whiny one is like a.
Yeah. But I think once your kid starts toddling, they're a toddler.
Yeah. No, that's what my sister keeps saying. She's like, that's not a baby, that's a toddler. She's toddling. And I tell her to shut her whore mouth. She's a baby. She's my little baby.
You're out of baby mode already. Baby mode is over.
Dude, it's fucked up. I was actually like me and Anya, because I was talking about it with my mom. And I mean, like that's been like the other thing, like talking with my parents, and like just me being absolutely fucking bewildered at the shit that they experienced like 30 years ago. And they're being like, yeah. And I was like, we got a video of her. She would do this thing where like she would start crawling towards like the forbidden zone of the apartment or whatever, and you would say her name to like tell her to stop, and she would start crawling faster. Like she could get away.
Hell yeah.
And my mom was like, you got to get a video of that. And I did get a video, not of that exact type of instance, but of her doing effectively the same, like speeding up and power crawling. It was like, it was like 2 days later. Like she never did. She's done. And I was like talking about it with Anya. I'm like, that's so fucking, it's fucked up. Like she's just done. Like that era is just like, that's over. Like this thing that she was doing that was like a core part of like us, like We'd laugh because she did it all the time. We'd laugh about it all the time. Now it's never happening again. It's fucking weird. And now I get there was a thing. There was an interview with Weird Al, and they were asking. He was talking about his daughter a little bit, who at the time was like early 20s, I think, or just had her birthday or something. And they asked him, and they were like, "Oh, what age was your favorite?" And he's like, "I loved all of them. I wish I could have one of her at every age." I'm like, holy shit. Like, it made sense to me at the time, but like, man, he was cooking.
Hell yeah.
It's a thing, man. Soon she's gonna be like talking properly. You know, I assume. I assume. And then like, where's the babbling gonna be? She's not.
The babbling will be gone.
She's not. So
No more
eventually,
babbling.
she's gonna stop referring to water as ah. And then what? That's just water. And then the. That's all my shit though. Ani was telling me about some of the stuff that she's doing while they're in Russia, and I'm like, and Ani's like, it's so crazy. Like, oh my god, she's doing this. I'm like, this is just my work paying off. Do you know how long how long I was getting her to register that is sleep? Guess what she does now when she either wants to sleep or sees someone sleeping? She walks up and goes, that's me. I did that. This isn't her. This is my hard work.
You've shaped this being.
Yeah. She says, because I taught her that. I mean, I did she did it on her own, and then I like heavily reinforced it as soon as it happened.
Yeah. You made it a meme.
Yeah, dude. No, the meme was when we went through a brief period. It's so fucking hard too, because like you have to, if you want them to stop doing something that you laughed at, you gotta just like stone face it.
Oh no.
And it's like so hard because sometimes it fucking is just so funny. She was for a little bit there doing this thing where she would, so normally what she would do is drink from her sippy cup and then swallow and then go, ah. And we would always laugh and whatever because it's this tiny baby doing this shit. And then for some reason, she was like, what, you know, she's workshopping this, I assume, and was like, what if I did before I swallowed the water? So she would go, and the water would just all go down her shirt. And of course we're fucking dying. Like, it's so funny. And she would just keep doing it until her entire shirt was just soaked. And then at a certain point, I'm like, we gotta stop this. And so we're just like watching her like dead faced, like continuing to feed her or whatever while she's just sending an entire cup of water down her shirt. She thinks she's funny though. Little comedian.
Yeah. She's there to entertain you. That's her purpose currently.
Hell yeah. Well, she's an actor, you know.
Yeah.
She loves
she's performing.
she loves crowd work. She loves a reaction.
Yeah.
I forget if I mentioned well, part it's like extra difficult with this shit because I tell it to so many people, right? So like
Yeah.
when we are like washing her after a diaper change, we don't really have a great setup for this, so I'm pretty much just holding her under the bathroom sink, not the kitchen sink for fucking obvious reasons. But the faucet is within arm's reach of her. So sometimes while I'm cleaning her, she'll reach over, look at the faucet, turn it off, and then she looks back at me with her mouth open like, eh. I always give her a good reaction because like it's good work and it's like a good bit, right? Like she's looking right at me and giving the little face. I'm like, you're on point. This is a good bit. It does not get old. Mostly because it's like I don't have to clean anything up afterwards or or worry about you swallowing something.
Everyone's safe. It's fine.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Anyway.
Yeah, we digress, but it's a yap. That's the point of it.
Yeah.
We got through the.
We've been going for over an hour.
We got through the goal, which was to. I was like, this is a fun concept, but also we get to just like talk about shit that's good. It's really it.
Yes. That's the goal. Anchor.fm/saltcircle, saltcirclepodcast@gmail.com, youtube.com/@saltcircle, saltcircle podcast on podcast apps. You can find social media links in the description. I'm YouTube at I'm3DHomer.
I'm on YouTube at Drathius. There might even be new things uploaded at some point, eventually, someday, maybe.
Maybe. Or maybe they've all been uploaded by the time this comes out, and now it's never again.
That's a strong... Me actually getting things uploaded is a strong... It's either...
Peace.
Peace.